See you. This is going to be a major test for the South Korean leader. Tell us what we should be on the lookout for.
That's right. You know, Seoul is really holding its breath over the next couple hours. It's going to happen 1 a.m. local time, noon D.C. time. So there's a lot to talk about, Polo, but there are really four things that we're homing in on for this first Oval Office meeting. We're talking about U.S. troops, as you mentioned in the intro, North Korea, shipbuilding, and then the personal rapport between these two leaders. So to go through all of them in about a minute and 30 seconds. When we're talking about U.S. troops, you're right. There are 28,500 troops stationed here in South Korea, a country geographically about the size of Ireland, about the size of the U.S. state of Indiana. But how much South Korea pays for them is something that has been a continual conversation with President Trump before he was elected into office the second time at the Chicago Economic Club in the autumn of 2024. He said that South Korea could be paying up to $10 billion for all of those troops. Right now, South Korea pays just north of $1 billion. There's also the matter of what is their main responsibility, Polo? Are they here mostly to counter North Korea, or could they be having more of duties in terms of countering China, which is a term that the Pentagon likes to call strategic flexibility being used in a potential conflict with China in this part of the world. So when we're talking about North Korea, both Presidents Yi and Trump are likely to find common ground there. They both want to try to re-engage North Korean leader Kim Jong-un, but Kim has largely shut the door. He's allied with Russian President Vladimir Putin now, has the economic and military technological lifeline from Pyongyang to Moscow, so there's really not a clear picture of whether or not North Korea is going to want to try to re-engage with South Korea and the United States. Shipbuilding, South Korea leads the world in that industry. The United States is lagging in that industry, so we're going to be watching to see if there are any economic announcements on that front. The presidential office here in Seoul likes to say they want to make American shipbuilding great again, definitely tailored for the Trump ear and Trump audience, and then their personal rapport. You know, both of these leaders have survived assassination attempts. In January of 2024, President Yi was stabbed in the neck. He recovered. He still has a pretty big scar whenever he brings down his shirt collar. President Trump, of course, with 2 attempts on his life in the 2024 campaign. So a lot for them to talk about. We're going to see what they do or don't bond over. But again, they've never met before. So we're going to be watching very closely as they meet just after noon D.C. time, Polo.